Let's go. Sibling rivalry.
One more time.
What are we gonna say, bro? Let's plan something.
For what? We've been working just like.
Hello, hello, hello.
What's up, everybody?
And welcome to Sibling Rivalry with me, Talita Ndima.
And me, Tamzuviri Tamzaiko, Chan on the run.
Don't you sit a mark like that is introduced?
I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what your name is. What's his name?
Right?
Yeah.
Say everything else except Zuko.
Yeah, exactly.
I love to hear it.
Well, guys.
How's it?
I hope everybody's doing well on this here, our 101st episode.
You know what I mean. We've switched things up a bit because see over 100. Yeah, sikhohlakele madlamini sikhohlela madanga sivutha malanga.
I know that you're joining the fun for 100 episodes and another 100. So we've switched things up. Guys, if you like 100 to Saudula, I'm still like, what is going on?
Yeah, no, it's very wild. Now I look at it and I'm just like, see, people. But you know what? More than anything else, grateful. Grateful for Kangen Gwazu talk. So
oh my gosh. Wait, let's start from the beginning. So, on episode 100, as you guys would have seen already, we had our event. Still, big shout out to everyone who came to our event. It was amazing. Fondini senza event, senza. And then, we decided about okay, pelile ngoku. That's okay, nkosini guys. Yay! Continue.
Yeah, funny, kwaphela ixesha. We were under time pressure, and the thing is, you could see the time, but I could see the time and you couldn't.
Yeah.
So again, then manenjongile phan qonba hey, okay. But then sashiywa lixesha, and that's what happened. Uyabo? Because and one of the reasons why she lixesha is because Talita found her voice on that show, guys.
Oh my God.
Oh, Talita, you did!
No.
Talita found her voice on that show, and I hope you guys have seen it. Episode 100, you can't miss it, right? And yeah, so what I wanted to say is that, guys, akona ndibulela ingati is the opportunity to be able to learn that we get on this show, or that I've gotten on the show, to learn from Utalita and also to learn from you guys, which helps us to kind of learn together. I think a lot of the time, Indo is pause is that I sit here and I'm just like, hey man, hey, I wonder if people would benefit anything from Lenondi Tetayo. And from the comments I've seen and I've learned that you guys do. And from also, I want to also say, I've learned so much from Utalita and you guys. And I'm so appreciative of that. 100 episodes. It's been 100 episodes of discovering a lot of things about myself and 100 episodes of discovering a lot of new other things. Anzaz from you guys. So, special shout outs. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
100%. Special shout out to all the blings who were there. Ningabantu bothando, guys. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, 100%.
The love in that room was, you could almost touch it. It was amazing.
Correct. Saqala nange-merch yethu ke. Sibetha wena ngekomityi zomcimbi. Usondela uDisemba ngoku.
Get your committee
Usondela uDisemba kwenze bakwazi unantsika nawe mhlawumbe usela umhluzi yabo.
Umhluzi?
Ewe.
Kubani usela umhluzi?
Kabantu.
Uncinda ntoni umhluzi?
Fanini usela le uyawuphunga.
Ungawuphunga wena umhluzi?
Ndiyawuphunga manje. What do you mean ndingawuphunga? Ndiyawuphunga.
Uphungelani? Ikhona inyama.
Hayi uzokubuza kabakhulu wakweni anawuthetha yonke into anakufundisa yonke.
Oh, is there an actual thing? Zooks. How was your week?
All right, man. All right. It's been chilled. I think just coming off the 100th episode, it's just been a lot of reflecting. Outside of that though, chisa akonditeni, but I eventually also am trying to get back into the running thing.
What do you mean trying to get back?
Now I'm gonna look after I came back from Cape Town, and I was just like, because after Cape Town I was going to take a 2-week
break from the marathon.
Correct. Didn't run in Cape Town. Like, I'm going to take the 2-week break anyways.
Okay.
But then obviously Coach Yam is like, you know what I mean? So I've just struggled to get back on the horse, but back on the horse, Ngoku. As of yesterday, I had my first official 10K run.
Oh.
And then, so hopefully get into the Gwazu Buyela back.
Do you have another marathon for this year?
No, I don't have a marathon for this year. I just have a 32K, 23rd of November.
Don't you want a marathon?
No, they're grand. I
know, but you've trained for it, is what I'm saying.
It's fine, but I don't want another one. It's fine. I can wait for next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You? How are you?
I'm fine. You know, I haven't what's the word, man? But what we did with our 100th episode, it's not in my head yet.
Yeah.
I know how it felt to be there.
Slowly.
And slowly. And now people keep asking me and I'm like, it was nice.
Sure.
Yes, and I feel so weird about it. But the next day, on the Sunday, I did nothing. I was home all day.
Yep.
I was also exhausted.
Yep.
I stayed in bed and then I watched TV and I was thinking about it, but with like no feelings and nothing. Like to a point where I was like, was it good? I think so. It looked like it was good. But Andikai collate, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's so weird.
So I have catch up on Tina says we go 101. We're rocking. But I think definitely it's good to always take time and really take it in.
Yeah.
As much as you can. So I'm glad we're now.
Yeah, I think watching it is gonna make it, a little bit more real in
100%.
my mind.
Yeah.
Also, stress as means, guys, I'm taking the last minute and gone back. Oh, you know.
Surprise.
I was like, oh no, we're gonna be here with 20 people.
Yeah.
Oh no, but everyone came through.
100%.
But otherwise, I can't afford in the writing.
Okay.
I'm back on the gym horse because being at in the hour. But today was a good one. Doing difficult things, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's very easy when you do something alone to make it easy.
I like that. Okay.
But that's why I like having gym partners as well. It's because you get pushed.
Sure.
And so I was like, namhlanje, khawus bushe amadle stock.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, kuthi flakes stock.
Yeah.
Khawus bushe.
Bush. Sure.
Yeah,
No, for sure. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. And I think one thing Andy Ngoko is that, it's always all well and good, then we come and then we say, yeah, guys, we are adulting with Avbob, But then we end up getting all this information. And what do we end up doing with this information? I want to challenge us to say, but with this information, what are we going to do about it?
Sure. I mean, best case ayincokola, but yeah.
Yes, but I think also mna ndiyafuna ke siyincokola naphambi kwabahlali kwenza bahlali
Hold
accountable. What are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
What are we going to do about this information? Hayi ngumbuzo ke lo.
Sizohamba siyovula fondini policy.
So thini uzasivulela wena ipolice okanye mna ndizawuvulela wena uvulele mna guys sikwenza njani?
I don't know what's the best thing to do in this instance.
Okay. And maybe we can find out from our guest.
Okay.
Right? When it comes to that. Because I think at the end of the day, kumandi siyafunda sonke, hey malume kundi, kumandi.
Kundi?
Kaloku kuyafundwa lokhu utakalani sami kuyafundwa. Ukundi nomazwi kuyafundwa. Hey malume, hey kundi, hey mshana, hey. You understand? So I think what we can do then is we can ask our guest what we can do with the decision that we've already made.
Okay.
And then also kind of with you guys as well, ask you guys to keep us accountable as well. But also, more than anything else, to keep yourselves accountable, just as we ought to do anyways. Yeah, but we need to account at the end of the day. So for me, the biggest thing about this is that seeing a thing that we just did for vibes, but for something to come off it. And that we didn't just have the difficult conversations for nothing.
Sure.
So yeah, I think, I mean, if we're here, then I think it's a perfect place then to invite our guests.
Oh, you got this so quickly. When you go ready. All right, cool. Let's invite our Avbob guest. Hey.
Here we go. Dog. As I've just mentioned, we do have our guest with our segment that we've named. What did you now? Adulting with Avbob when
Adulting with Avbob.
You guys will tell us which one sounds better. But Pramonks, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you. We're so glad to have you. And this is a monthly episode, so I was not tagging.
Injalo.
Yes.
Pramonks, tell us, what is it exactly that you do at Avbob?
Thank you, Talita. Uqala mandizintroduce formally.
Yes.
Ndingumongezeleli mina igama lam ngokwasiziba ifani yam apho ndisuke khona originally Eastern Cape, but I'm based at Cape Town at Durbanville. The provincial manager mna kwa Avbob kule division ye insurance.
Okay.
So I manage insurance, but from the whole of Western Cape, including Gauteng South.
Okay.
So area yam ke yonke le. So dilapha ke not by default because I have to be here. Gauteng is part of my area.
Okay.
So the manager apho. So basically I manage area managers, I manage HR, key account managers, plus the financial advisors under them. So that is my scope of work for Avbob.
Okay. Okay. And how are you finding it? Are you enjoying? How long have you been there?
I've been with Avbob since 2011, 1st of November.
Okay.
But I've been to various positions. But to answer your question, I love my job so much.
Oh, wow.
Only one thing that I like about my job the most is the interaction with people.
Okay.
I love people so much. I love traveling as well. It involves a lot of traveling because I believe without travel, you get to see different people all the time. There's a lot to learn from people. And by profession, I'm a teacher.
Oh.
So, yeah, and exciter into Dibana Nabandu Abacha, or sharing information with people because I learn a lot from people as much as they learn from me.
Understood.
Awesome. That's awesome. I really like that. Ingabile into yomntu ozothi I love my job.
Well, kuyive loo nto.
Yeah. No, refreshing now. I think in the Themba, but alikhona ithemba.
Mhlawumbi ngenye imini. I will love it.
No, absolutely.
So tell us, Pramonks, last time we had a guest, we had Uswazi here.
Correct.
And besithetha nge policies, funeral policies.
Correct.
Bazisebenza njani.
Yes.
What is it that you actually can get from the different types of policies that you get when you're not on the funeral policy side? Ne?
Hey, let me just clarify.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm on the insurance side, so Swazi on the funeral service side,
Okay.
which is the actual conducting of funerals. So
Okay.
you found the relevant person when it comes to the policies,
Okay.
because that's where I am currently insurance. So yeah, that's where I am right now.
So what's the difference between your job and Swazi's job in terms of what they are called? And it's called funeral services.
Yes, it gets a bit confusing. And I'm so glad Bauko Pramonks actually today. Because there's the services side and then there's the insurance side.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
You sit on the insurance
On
side.
the insurance side, yes.
Okay.
Exactly,
Exactly.
yeah. So basically the integral part of our job as insurance is to go out and sell policies
Okay.
to people out there. So that is our job. So if you compare my job with Swazi's job, it's on the funeral service side, which means if those clients, they are policies or there's death in the family, now they conduct funerals based on the funeral policies that we sold. So So she's more on the operation side of the business. Yeah. So,
Okay. So meaning that mnandi kupa policy, right? Either for myself or for anyone else emhlabeni. Ngakupela nabana as long as ine IT number yakhe, essentially, right? And then the kupe, and then something happens to that person. Then ke ngoku ndiyasuka kuwe. And then I go to services side.
the funeral service side.
Okay,
You are correct.
okay,
100%
okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yes. So, like when they explain, because once we go out there, it's not only about selling policies. It's more about the final product is funeral service, because one is buying the policy because one in mind has got an idea of conducting a funeral for the loved one. So that is the main. So
Sure.
So they are intertwined.
Yes.
So the reason that one is taking a policy, the idea is that one day, if something happens to my loved one, I would like Avbob or any other undertaker to conduct a funeral for my loved one.
Correct. And then the result of what you do would be in the unfortunate event where a loved one passes on, the last part that you are doing is you pay out. That's the last step on your side.
That's exactly correct.
Okay.
Because remember, when somebody is buying a policy from us, the person is actually buying the benefit, which is the lump sum that pays out in the event there is an unfortunate death, like you said. That is something that is with us. I normally say it's our shadow. I mean, it's where you are. And no one is too young to die. Anything can happen anytime. It's just that when it comes to death, the only thing you don't know would be when, the how, and where.
Yes.
So it's an eventuality that is certainly going to take place at the end of the day.
How do you know then, how much money you should cover your loved one for? We as a lab, we can't look all number. Okay, what is it? Because I'm just like, I wouldn't know. Because nega sizikhuphe ke ngoku ezipolisi, right?
Asinazo. Asikhuphelananga polisi. Kodwa sincokola no-Avbob veki na veki. But
Yeah, but then how do I know AP amount right ke ngoku kule lump sum at the end? How can I gauge that? Yeah.
No, it's fine. Now what happens is the way it's been structured, there is a certain lump sum together with a premium that is done by the actuaries.
Okay.
So now, as an individual, you have to make a calculated the risk or step, because now what you might get these lump sums. They are all listed there on the application forms, wherever, from 10,000, 20,000 upwards up to 50,000.
Okay.
Now, there's a saying that says you can't buy more than you can chew.
Okay.
Because you need to first step to know what are the general funeral costs. Because you're buying this policy in order to use it for conducting of the funeral.
Sure.
That's one step.
Yeah.
Then what are the general costs of the funeral? That's your first step. Then your second step, looking at these lump sums that are presented to you, which of these match these funeral costs that I've just mentioned now?
Okay.
And the third step, which is even more important, because there is a premium per each funeral cover or sum assured or the lump sum. So the question is now, the premium that is matched to that cover, is it a premium that you can afford? Because sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't work that you buy something that you cannot afford.
Correct.
So it's very important. The premium is this monthly contribution that you make for you to buy that lump sum in the event something happens.
I like that explanation. A premium is what you pay monthly to buy that lump sum.
Because that's what you're doing.
I like that so much. Because Kenyan is just, and as we say, it's one of those things. It's unlike car insurance.
Yes, true.
But if there's one thing that we know for sure,
Yes.
It's just that, get to your point, Pramonks, you don't know that you don't know usuku, awazi, anything else.
And the how part.
Yeah, and the how part.
That's
and the how
correct.
part.
Just to follow up on this one, So let's say mnandite, okay, ndifuna le 10,000 because according to what I'm paying every month, that's what I can afford.
Correct.
Sure.
Then life ihambe in 5 years, dithi yabona yazi ndingayi-afforda le 20 actually.
Correct.
So ndifuna yona ngoku. Is it possible to then just upgrade it?
There is an option to increase your lump sum or your cover amount. You do have an option. But even more important, what you can do from the beginning, if you can only afford the 10,000 cover, you can attach what is called is premium increase and the cover increase. So in the long run, because the funeral costs, they don't stay at the same price. So they increase. So that premium update that you have and the cover update that you have is slowly catching up with the general funeral costs. That's another option that you can take.
Oh, okay.
So you've got options when it comes to that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're not stuck with 10,000 and in 10 years, the 10,000 is a big thing in London.
Who's having a thing in the times 12.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that because it also then automatically does it. Because I think another thing about us human beings, siyalibala. Uzayenza into namhlanje uba uqomba half in 2 years. No. Your salary increases. You then start having the conversations. The person is also just like, you don't make an allowance for that. And then you end up utaneka at the end of the day. So I think it's also very important. And I think one thing that you did mention is that it goes up to 50.
Up to 50,000.
So andikwazi ufika mna ndithi mna khayenze noba 100,000.
No, legally it's not allowed. So yeah, from our side, the maximum the cover amount that we can give is 50,000.
Why is it not allowed?
Yeah, it can be allowed, but as per Avbob, we up to 50,000. 50,000. That's the maximum assured that you can have.
Okay. And anything else that you would need for a funeral service outside of that? Now, Tibanisa again, now better as a family.
No, you know what? We are very fortunate because Avbob has got added benefits for funerals. I'm sure Swazi did touch on them because once you have a policy for a certain time, there are added free funeral benefits to your policies. You'll find, for example, that your policy, you took it for 10,000. And because you had it for such a period of time, then automatically Avbob adds some other benefits to your policy, like your discount. There are certain discounts that are added to your policy. Or sometimes what happens, because Avbob is not a company, it's a mutual society. So excess profits that we generate, we give back to our members in the form of special bonuses. So special bonuses, we give back to the members in such a way that we give added cover to their existing cover. So if you took your policy, for example, for 10,000, then you find it's 13,000 because of the special bonuses that we declare.
Okay.
So that to keep up with the inflation and, ever rising costs. So that's how fortunate people that have policies with Avbob are.
Okay. And that also is kind of linked with the amount of time that you would have had.
That's correct.
That particular product.
That's correct.
Okay. And I think talking about time as well, and I think at the place that we are at right now to say, right? But it depends on the premium and other things.
No, more than 10, definitely.
More than 10. Okay.
But also it depends on the premiums.
Yes, 100%. Now, what then becomes the waiting period? When can I access this lump sum that I am paying with my premium? What becomes that waiting period that we'd have to observe?
Or would have to pass.
Would have to pass before we are able to access the benefit.
Yeah, you're asking a very important question. Let me start by saying the waiting period depends on the circumstances of death.
Oh,
okay.
It also depends on circumstances. Let me make an example.
Yeah.
There's two types of death. There's natural death due to natural causes or death due to unnatural causes.
Sure.
Okay.
For these types of death, the waiting period differs.
Okay.
So it is important for one to understand how exactly a waiting period is calculated. I'll make an example.
Yep.
Let's talk natural death, illness, sickness. What is the waiting period? The waiting period is 6 months from the date which the policy was issued.
Okay.
And it must complete 6 months.
Okay.
But not only that, with 6 premiums received,
Oh, okay.
then you have completed the waiting period of
Okay.
your policy.
Yep.
But now,
Doesn't 6 months automatically mean 6 premiums?
not necessarily, because it could be within that 6 months period, a client skipped 1 premium or was unable to pay 1 premium. So you'll have 5 premiums, but within 6 months waiting period.
Yes.
So you have not fully completed your 6 months period,
Okay.
if that is the situation.
Yes.
So it's very important that the client must understand how it is calculated, so that at the end of the waiting period or at this claim stage, there are no complications or arguments.
Yes.
Because once you understand it from the beginning, how it's calculated,
Yeah,
you
but-
don't have a problem.
Exactly.
Now you
Yes.
go to unnatural death. The waiting period differs.
Okay.
And companies, they differ in how they do it. But at Avbob, I can tell you now, if the death is due to unnatural causes,
Yes.
once we received the first premium, you are eligible to access that benefit if it's a natural death. No, let me break it down.
Yes.
Unnatural death is death due to maybe there's shooting, you were
Okay.
shot, and there was a car accident, but it excludes suicide. Even though it's a natural death, there's a certain waiting period specifically for suicide, even though it's an unnatural death.
Yes.
Okay, so it differs. For our natural death, which is your suicide, is 6 months waiting period,
Okay.
just as natural death.
Correct. So you fall into the
In that
natural
category,
death
because
side.
it's viewed differently, it's self-inflicted injuries.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Oh, tricky. And especially, I like the point that says, Indo, sometimes we get it wrong because can't see understand it
From the beginning, yes.
where we take out these things and we don't really know uba at the bottom of it ithini lendo, what is the waiting period, is ithini into zolapsa njalo
Yes.
which is going to be my follow-up question
Yeah.
ke ngoku, to say ke ngoku uyimentionile neyolapsa uba ikhona into yolapsa kwepolicy. Ulapsa kwepolicy, according to my understanding, is the amount of time that it takes for the policy to then fall away
Exactly.
if awubhatali premium.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you hit the nail right on the head. Let me just explain. How
Yeah.
does it come about? If you are unable or you fail
Yes.
to pay your premiums,
Yeah.
that benefit that you were buying, it's not guaranteed.
Okay.
Because remember, paying your premiums, you want to access that benefit. And you can only access that benefit on condition that you pay your premiums
Yeah.
Sure.
monthly.
Yeah.
So let's come to the question that you asked about the lapse. What is a lapse? A lapse is when we have not received, or the policy has not received 3 premiums.
Okay.
So
Okay.
automatically
3 months.
the benefit falls away.
Oh.
Okay.
So you cannot access those benefits
Sure.
because you failed to honor your obligation, that of paying premium.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember, the contract says you only guarantee this benefit on condition you pay the premiums on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes when it comes to lapse. There are many circumstances why policies are lapsing.
Sure.
Sometimes people, they cannot afford the premiums anymore,
Yeah.
of which there is a solution, or people get retrenched,
Yeah.
or people, they lose their jobs in whatever way, or they get fired. So then people suddenly, they cannot afford the premium. Or the circumstances, financial circumstances, they change
Yes.
drastically for
Correct.
the client to such an extent that they cannot afford the premiums anymore. But there is a remedy for that, because there are options. You can reduce your cover so that your premium reduces and
Okay.
it's affordable to you.
Yes.
So there are so many things that you can do. In some policies, there's what is called, if you are retrenched, there's what is called the premium holiday. Not
Okay.
paying premium for a certain period of time, but you still have those benefits.
Oh, yes. I like that because the first thing to go, kwachinja financial situation yam in whatever shape or form.
The insurance.
The first thing to go, indetsala your monthly.
Yeah.
That's the first thing to go.
Yeah.
You
That's
will
correct.
only keep maybe indlu. Then ke nento zegrocery no. But ezinye uqala go reverse aqala ungene app-ini wothi kameni kancinci, you know what I mean?
100%.
And that 3 months, is it a 3 consecutive months?
Oh.
Or is it a 3 payments if in this 2025 I missed January because December was December and then I miss April and then I miss October.
Correct.
Does that count as 3?
Now, it does. Okay, let me explain.
Yes.
The 3 months, it doesn't have to be consecutive.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be any 3 months when the policy is not receiving the premiums.
Okay.
So what we do is, if you miss a premium, there's usually an SMS that goes to the client to say that we have not received your premiums.
Yeah.
So please be aware, because we know for sure if the client is not notified, because some clients, they lose their phone numbers or they change addresses, those kind of things. So there's always got to be constant. Some people forget, like we said.
Yeah.
They just forget to pay the premiums, or if they're paying cash, or they've changed their jobs.
Yeah.
Or if we're deducting directly from
Correct.
the
To change bank account.
or they've changed their bank accounts.
Yes.
And they forgot to remember that, you know what, there was a policy deducting from my previous account. So we send those content reminders. Second one, I mean, if 2 premiums are not paid, then we send an SMS as well to say, you know what, your policy is on the lapse grace period. It's about to lapse. Please do something. If you cannot afford, let's talk.
Yes.
Reduce the sum assured, which is the cover amount.
Yeah.
Or let's find out what is going on. Or if you change your banking details, come to the office so that we can revise your banking details and update your banking details.
100%.
But now okay, fine. Let's say again, I missed the 1 month, then I missed the second month. Then dibuye ndithi okay, bendisaphazamisekile, but right ngoku, right? Does this mean that I'm going to have to pay for those 2 months that I missed? Okanye siyaqhuba? Yes, but that's not my actual question.
Sure.
Then we'll get to my actual question.
Yeah, you see, it's always beneficial if you missed out on premiums that you catch up in terms of payment.
Yeah.
For you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
Remember, comes the 3rd month, we are unable to receive the premium policy lapses.
Sure.
So if you can afford to pay those 2 outstanding premiums at once, well, let it be.
Yes.
Okay.
So that you are at par, because you never know what can happen when.
Yeah.
Because one day there's no money in your bank account. We try to deduct, then there's a 3rd premium. You didn't pay those 2 outstanding premium before. Then it's still going to affect you because it's going to lapse.
Okay, so then does this mean, if I catch up, does this mean that I've been forgiven? So I can start from month 1 again? Not that this is my plan, but life happens. Life happens sometimes. You come, oh, Nina. Yes, but it's just not happening right now. But I plugged my holes there where I finished. So does this mean I start from month 1? Okanye?
No. Remember, the policy has not lapsed.
Sure.
You missed out on 2 premiums.
Yes.
So the benefits are still there.
Sure.
Yeah. It's just that it's a warning that if you miss the 3rd one, the 3rd premium, the benefits are going to fall away.
Fine, but then
So then you're going to pay, which means those benefits you are guaranteed. They are
Okay.
there. So you're not starting the policy from scratch.
Sure.
It's an existing policy because the benefits were still there. It has not lapsed.
And if by some circumstance I happen to miss another 2, we're starting from scratch. It's not now, but last year wamisa 2 was patala, but then this year we are pinda.
It's another fresh 2 that you've missed. No, we're not gonna, because you pay those 2 almost.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we always So one thing that we always do is we send you a warning via an SMS that please remember, we haven't received your premium. So try to make up for the outstanding premium or premiums. So those are the warnings that we send prior the policy lapse.
Yes.
So we always do that. We warn our clients.
Okay.
Yeah. And nyanzeleka, I think now from the way I see it, nyanzeleka for you to be the best communicators because yaxabanisa into edibene nemali.
Yeah.
At any stage, anyways. Even worse when you are going to tell me at the time of need that. Yeah, so you have to communicate those things.
You can say that again. Yeah. As much as all this information that I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing with the viewers, is in the contract of the client. Because you do know, I mean, not many of us are reading the contract.
Number one.
So it is imperative that we use all other types of media to communicate with the client. Because remember, we are saving this policy from lapsing for the benefit of the client.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, if something happens and that needs that benefit, the client is going to be without it. And it's not nice for us as well.
No.
Yeah.
So let's say, for instance, I take out a policy for him. He takes up a policy for me. Ne?
Yeah.
And then, God forbid, obviously, I pass. Then can someone else take over the policy that I took out for him?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, I like that question.
Yeah, it's called, there's a benefit that kicks in automatically for our policies at Avbob. It's called breadwinner's benefit.
Okay.
So if that main person who was doing all the payments passes away, the main life assured, and there are people under her or under him covered, and he was the owner or she was the owner of the policy, upon his or her death, so those people are still covered.
Okay.
But I'm not going to cover everything because there are certain terms and conditions because it depends on how long have you had that policies for and who are the people covered.
Okay.
So let's say you had parents, you had children, you've got parents-in-law, so they are still covered. So upon a certain time, everyone is covered. But within a certain time, only certain people are covered.
Okay.
And it depends for the length or for how long you had the policy for.
Okay, 100%.
So otherwise, what I'm driving home, there is a breadwinner's benefit that makes sure that if there are people covered, that policy still continues.
100%.
But funeki patalwe ngomnye umntu.
Yeah. So no, they are all covered.
Oh.
They're covered.
They're all covered.
Ayibhatalwa.
Because the person passed away.
Oh.
Yes. That's
They're
really
all
cool.
covered.
But then, if let's say, for example, then I think leaning also to your example is that I can take over.
Yes.
Is it possible for me to take over?
Yeah, they are, because our policies are different. There are policies where you find you are not in the policy, but you are paying the premium.
Yes.
Then there's transfer of ownership.
Okay.
Then you take the policy over. But if there is no one taking over, the policy ceases to exist. So they differ, the types of policies.
Which is what makes it so very important for us to communicate to each other.
Exactly.
Bandinalento kwa Avbob. So that if anything happens, then I have the knowledge ba okay, ukavashe umama no tata no banbani. I can take over so that we can continue this.
Yes.
Instead of having to start over, diline ke ngoku 6 months nendondoni.
Yeah, I think that's really, really cool. And one of the reasons why, obviously siyoyika, right? Uba kungenzeki into singayazi ba izikhona funds or whatever. But also from that perspective, uba umsebenzi onzima wabantu doesn't go without reaping the fruits or the benefits
that they had intended.
Yes, because now you've been paying for this thing for 15 years. You unfortunately pass away. Asiyazi no yazi ke ngithina and akhondo asizohamba sibuza ba hey ebebhatala ipolisi zobani sifune zakho ezizawubhatala ipolisi. So
that's 100% correct.
Oh yes, 100%. I like that so much. And in that, and I think on the point of us maybe taking out covers either for myself, is there a recommended, just get under general, is there a recommended, but is it more recommended for man to copy policy for myself or can you for someone else? Or that's depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends. The choice is yours.
Sure.
Yeah, you can take the policy on yourself. You can take the policy on your loved one,
Yes.
a person close to you. It could be your relative. It could be your children. It could be your parents.
Yeah.
So the choice is always yours.
Okay.
So, but one thing that I need to mention regarding taking out a policy is a beneficiary, nominating a beneficiary. I'm not sure if maybe I'm putting the cart before the horses, but it's very important. Because when you take out a policy, so there has got to be somebody that you nominate as a beneficiary.
Uba xa iphuma imali,
Izobhatalwa.
xa iphuma i-benefit. Let me call it a benefit, right? Xa iphuma i-benefit,
Yes.
who is going to be the recipient?
The recipient.
Okay.
Yeah. So the recipient is the ultimate person who is going to be directly responsible for conducting your funeral if anything happens to you. So
Sure.
this person is going to receive all these benefits
Yes.
that you bought via your premiums.
Yes.
So you nominate the beneficiary yourself.
Yeah.
And you've got a choice to nominate any person that you want, depending on the age of the person.
Okay.
So it's also your choice to change a beneficiary. If
Okay.
you nominate a beneficiary one, you are not stuck with that beneficiary. If you think,
Forever. Because
if
abantu
you-
bayaxabana noxabana.
you know,
The silly
and the
beneficiary.
circumstances, the circumstances change.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got no control over it. You could that you nominated someone, and that person passes away before you.
Correct. Yes.
So you've got a right to choose another person
Yes.
that you think will carry your ambitions or aspirations in the event there's death in your family
Yes.
or you pass away yourself.
Okay.
So that's very important.
100%.
Yeah.
And that beneficiary doesn't, if ndibhatala cover, ndikhuphe cover for utalita and I'm paying for it, that beneficiary doesn't even have to be me.
No.
Anyanzelekanga uba
Yeah.
ibe ndim.
Yeah.
I can nominate
You
someone
can
else.
nominate any beneficiary.
Anyone.
Remember, the person who's the main life nominates their own beneficiary.
Yes.
And it's only that person who can nominate another beneficiary.
Okay.
Because in some instances, it does happen that the person, the owner of the policies, passes away and the beneficiary passes away. So it becomes a legal matter now. We have to follow legal route in order to make sure that we pay out benefit to someone else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. 100%. And then going in that, in me couping a policy for utality off, even for myself, I'm pretty sure, I mean, you always hear Wutetwange exclusions,
Yes.
right? The exclusions, what are they? They are circumstances that arise that don't allow me Baman Kupikav.
Yeah. Exclusions, if I can put it differently,
Yeah.
is when even if you pay premiums,
Yeah.
the organization or the company that has insured you
Yes.
will not pay, even if you're paying the premiums.
Okay.
Yeah.
I lapsanga ke ngoku.
So-
Everything, I've had my cover for 4 years.
Yep.
I've paid each and everyone first na kanjani ndikhona. And exclusions are circumstances where it won't pay even under those
Under the
circumstances.
circumstances.
Happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
That's,
an example?
that's an exclusion.
Yes.
Let's make one example.
Yes.
One of the exclusions, I'm going to talk general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you are involved in criminal activities
Okay.
to such an extent, you are one of the perpetrators, convicted and what have you,
Yes.
some organizations or companies or insurers, let me put it that way, they've got that in their contract that
Yes.
if you're involved in criminal activities, they may not even pay their benefits.
Dibulawa we heist ebendiyenza.
Exactly. If you're one of the perpetrators,
Oh,
there are circumstances, not that you are the victim. So we need to distinguish between
Yes.
the two.
Yes.
If you are a victim, there's no way that they cannot pay you. But if you are one of the perpetrators and it's proven beyond reasonable doubt, and there's such that maybe there's a conviction to a greater extent,
Yes.
some insurers will not even pay. So different insurers have got different exclusions when it comes to their paying out their benefits.
Okay.
So it is important for one to know if the exclusions, because if you don't know the exclusion, there's going to be complications at the claim stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sizawuxabana. Yeah. Sizawuxabana. And I think it's very important. And I mean, a lot of I'm grateful for this session. Basikwazi uzibuza as questions, but
Correct.
what it's bringing me down to, mna personally, it's bringing me down to read your policy document.
Wesh, and akho mntu ufuna uyenza loo nto.
Asifuni uyenza loo nto leyo, and at the end of the day, it hurts us.
No, 100%.
Abona abantu ebahetayo, the people that don't get their things paid out, and sithi bantu bahleli nje sibhatala iphi. So I think very important, and something that's just jumping out at me
Yeah.
now is iyafuna ufundwa laa nto.
No, 100%.
Yeah, iyafuna ufundwa
Or
just to
at least
avoid.
have someone talk you through it. But what does it all mean?
Yeah.
'Cause the jargon can get a bit much.
Exactly.
Then and even a less sentence.
That's
So I'm sure bakhona abantu obviously that we can speak to.
Yeah.
Abase Avbob who will take us through zindoni exclusions, zindoni how elapse, how long, yonke loo nto.
Yeah, I think the conversation starts when the policy is being sold. Just to touch on, it's impossible that you can touch
On
everything
everything.
by the time the policy is sold.
Yeah.
But this is what we're referring to, servicing your client. Because sometimes you need to go to your client for a social call,
Okay.
just to be with your client and find out, is there anything that I can do for you? Because some of the questions get raised when you're there for a social
Yeah.
call that the client never thought of asking by the time you were selling the policy. So it's very important. And I can tell you now, most of the people, they don't read the policy contract. Like Utalita said, the jargon. And some people that are buying policies are not educated, unfortunately, but they want this benefit. So just go through and translate. You need some translation. Just go through it. I'm telling you, once you do that with the client, that client will be yours forever and might even refer you to other clients because
sure.
you've done something for, it was not about hit and run, just the selling part. So that's what we encourage with our financial advisors.
Perfect. And then Gyeongu, from an advice perspective from you, what would you say, or how often would you say, deny product Gyeongu? Ikupile, nanzi product, I'm paying for it monthly. How often would you say I should try and review that?
Yeah. Thanks, Ugo. If your circumstances change, yeah, it could be family circumstances. It could be financial circumstances.
Relationship circumstances.
Exactly. It could be you're not seeing the person that you saw, that you've covered, and you want to take the person out of the policy. So those are the decisions that you make. So whenever your circumstances change, think of your policy. What is it in my policy? Refer back to your policy document or contract. What does it say? Who is there? Who is covered there? What has happened? It could be sometimes some of the people that are there are no longer there, and you wish to add somebody else.
Yes.
It could be you don't want to add anybody else.
Yes.
So those are the decisions that you make based on what is in the contract and your financial circumstances or like your family circumstances. Very important.
Okay.
So if there's any change,
Yes.
please reconsider
Sure.
what you have bought.
Yes.
Ndicinga le ndawo ye-heist. So if because I just want to understand it properly.
Sure.
Like I understood what you said, Pramongs, when you said ba uba uzuko behambile wayokwenza i-crime ebhatala ipolisi, there's a chance ba ingabhatalwa, right?
Yes.
What if mna dim okhuphe ipolisi on uzuko enze i-crime yena? Could that be the same circumstance?
It could be the same thing. Because remember, once you get involved in acts of crime and violence, it's going to be investigated. But we don't thumb suck. There's a thorough investigation that is done before a decision is made. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to make a wrong decision. You want to get all the facts before an informed decision is made.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying that people must just read their contract. Is very important because I can tell you now, with sitting with a financial advisor over 13 minutes period, there is no way that that financial advisor is able to bring all the information.
Correct.
I'm saying all.
Yes.
But he or she needs to mention vital information regarding your policy. Like I said, go and visit you again, servicing you. And are you still okay? Is there anything that has changed? Do you want to make any changes to your policy? Are you still okay? So that conversation comes from those visit by your financial advisor.
Follow-ups. Correct. A follow-up that you can also initiate.
Exactly.
I think a lot of the time what we tend to do, Nati, is we tend to wait. You wait for umduba phone and follow up. And utu so na question, usale na lo question, and you never ask it, which becomes a bit dangerous for ourselves.
Yeah,
that's correct.
So I'm also of the opinion to say, you are also able to either pick up the phone. I know a lot of places they've got WhatsApp lines now. I know there's also numbers to call, call back, etc. I think it's very important for us to also familiarize ourselves with what channels are there. And I think because it's not that
100%.
Lastly from me,
That's right. This is the platform for that.
Yes.
You need to be educated.
Yes. Lastly from me, so I pay policy, I pay my premiums. Unfortunate event happens, I'm the beneficiary, I lose a loved one. I then make the call to say, hi guys, you will then I will then get the benefits, right? The lump sum amount. And then the lump sum amount, do you then tell me, do I need to spend that lump sum amount with Uswazi at funeral service site? Or who chooses? So ngubano uzawuthi hayike uzawuya kwa whoever the bangcwabi are. Who chooses that? Is it something that I get from Avbob to say, here's a voucher, you can use it with this bangcwabi? Or do I then get to then go and find a bangcwabi on my own behalf to pay this lump sum amount that I've received?
Okay. You're asking a very good question, a relevant question. The client has got a choice.
Okay.
Legally so. You can choose to claim cash.
Okay.
You can choose to use Avbob as an undertaker of choice.
Okay.
So it's all the choice of the client. So that's legal. Because we cannot confine a client to Avbob if the client so wishes to use another undertaker.
Yes.
So once the client claims cash, that means the client can choose any other undertaker to use for the funeral.
Correct.
So the client has got a choice there, but preferably, we always would like to encourage client to use Avbob. If you have got a policy with Avbob, it's better because we've got these added benefits to your policy.
Sure.
And they help a lot because you might find yourself that, I just had a little as a benefit or as a cover. But because of these added benefits that we give to our loyal clients.
Correct.
So you end up being at an advantage of using us as Avbob. But otherwise, to answer your question, the client does have a choice.
Anyone. Or choose to not even pay anyone. There's no one who's following me.
No. Okay. It's your money. We've got no say. You claim cash.
Okay. Sure.
After that, once you leave our offices, we've got no say whatsoever.
Okay.
It's your money.
Okay. Nobody fucking plastic.
I think this brings us down to the board, actually.
Correct.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yes. So we've got this board. We've got this board of promotes that we always change the sayings every week. There. And I think it links perfectly with that. It links perfectly with that. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Oh, wow. I love it.
Yeah. I always think of it in that sense that says...
It says it's a mouthful.
Yes, 100%. I always think of it, I think of this in the sense of, I'm traveling on Thursday. Why did I package up until Thursday? Why did I package Thursday morning just before I leave? Now I have to get ready, and it's
too much.
It's too much.
Yes,
it's absolutely too much. But also, before I promote on the personal side, sometimes go to electrician. Endlini yayo uyawufika ukho izibane zingasebenzi iplumber.
I know exactly where you're going.
Iplumber ufika kuvuza kwayo. Promonsi, when I safe moswena ngezinto othetha ngazo.
You know what? That's always my gospel to my staff.
Okay.
You can't sell something that you don't believe in. There's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah.
I mean, if I take me as an example, I travel a lot.
Yes.
In a month, I'm flying out between Cape Town and either Eastern Cape or in Gauteng.
Yeah.
There's just no way that I'm not covered. I have to literally check if all the premiums deducted, either from my bank account or from my payslip, to make sure that I'm covered.
Okay.
Because in the event something happens, which I don't know when it's going to happen,
Yes.
I don't want my family to run around and trying to get money somewhere else. I mean, to bury me.
Yes.
So it's quite important. And I'm preaching that gospel also to the financial advisors that you can't go out there. I mean, can you imagine being recruited to do wine tasting, yet you don't drink? And you tell people about the wine.
Yes, correct. Yeah, no,
You don't even know what you're talking about. So it's like that. That's always my motto.
Yes.
That you what you believe in, you must sell it out there.
100%.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%. And last of the last.
Oh, last was
That's
tricky.
That's fine.
The conversation. How difficult was it for you to have these kinds of conversations with your family, right? Because I would imagine that you would have had to have these kinds of conversations because the conversation and it needs to exist between when and the beneficiary.
Correct.
To say so. Or if there's someone that you pay for a policy on their behalf, right? How difficult was it for you to have these conversations? Because also, Tina, as a bandabanje, we also are like, yo, sunibasela ngalonto leyo mna yanshwablela or yanhlolela or whatever the case may be. How easy or how difficult has it been for you to have those conversations?
Yeah, I must say, like you said, depending on certain cultures, like you said, certain cultures are very superstitious.
Yes.
When it comes talking about death, coffins and caskets and that kind of language.
Yeah.
So they become, apprehensive, and you think, hey, what is he talking about? Does he want us to die?
Yeah.
So especially with the old people, it's very difficult. But fortunately, events in the past has taught people that if you don't prepare for this one, so that has helped in a way. Now it was a lesson that was learned in a hard way.
Yes.
Events have taught people, if you don't prepare for this one, this is what is likely to happen. So then it doesn't become that difficult to have those kind of conversations.
Sure.
Yeah. So especially with the old people like your parents, I mean, they accept it. I mean, I remember when I started working back in 1995, I mean, it was not even a difficult conversation with my father and my mother. You know what? I'm working now. I would like to cover you in the event. And we just must take into cognizance that death is not about old or young. So it's so easy. I mean, there's accidents out there. I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening. There's illnesses, there's diseases out there, and there was even COVID that taught people, if you don't prepare, this is what is likely to happen to you. So I didn't find it difficult. I don't find it difficult to convince people about that.
Okay.
Perfect.
Last one.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. This conversation was amazing. I feel like I've definitely learned a lot of things. I hope you guys have learned a lot of things as well. And if you guys have any further questions, mhlambi, imibuzo that we haven't asked in this instance, please DM us, message us, and we'll definitely ask the next time we have Wase Avbob here with us. Thanks, Pramongs, for being with us.
Thank you.
All the way from Cape Town.
From Table Mountain, Robben Island, and waterfront.
Yes. Thank you so much, Pramongs. Siyabulela kakhulu. Collectors has already given how we should operate from this point onwards. How can we cover? How can we do this? That's just last.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a cover right now, I can refer you to a financial advisor, because I, as a provincial manager, I'm not allowed to sell.
Sure.
I can't sell. Yes, I can advise because I've got all the qualifications, but I cannot sell.
Sure.
Yes.
So then I can immediately refer you to an advisor who's going to come and talk to you, have a discussion with you.
Okay.
Because that advisor has got to look at your needs first. Because remember, This is what you need. And then if there's a gap, the advisor is going to advise you and say,
Sure.
you know what? Because you're looking for this, I think you need this as well.
Sure.
So you can
100%.
take it from there.
Okay. And how do they get someone? Tina, we are privileged, most Tina. I mean, we've got you in there.
Direct access to
Bona
the
batini, bona.
manager.
Get onto the website.
Yeah, our website is www.avbob.co.za or info@avbob.co.za. So there's a lot of information. Get to our website just to browse through what is offered at Avbob. Then from there, you can communicate. Then we will send an advisor to come directly and advise you.
Nimvileke Pramonsi. Thanks again for joining us, guys. Please let us know what you thought of this episode as well in the comment section. And we'll see you again next week. And in the meantime, don't forget, love each other.